and welcome back to another round of playing the Wizards with myself, Radagast versus Alatar. We are on round 2, and Beorn and Gimli and friends are in the Woodmen town, and they have not done what they came here to do just yet, so they probably will not be moving this turn. Alright, so let's get started. Untap phase, everyone untaps. Organization phase, I think we're fine as we are, and so movement hazard phase, we are going to stay in the Woodman town. So no one draws anything, but my opponent can still play hazards keyed to the border hold. So let's see what they have in store. Alright, so unfortunately there's nothing I can do to harry them, so we'll go back over to their side and see what they have to do. And so, Beorn is going to tap to attempt to rally the Woodmen of the Woodman town, and so he has 2 direct influence, and he gets a +1 modifier because he's a man. A man, as in like the race of men, and so he has to beat a 7. 3. He has 3 plus the die roll to beat a 7. And he rolls a 12. Alright. He made an amazingly rousing speech. And so, fantastic. And we tap the Woodman town, and that brings us to the end of turn phase. And we could discard something. We've got something to do next turn, so I'm not going to discard. We'll just draw up to 8. Smoke rings. Okay. Bring 1 resource or character from your sideboard or discard pile into your play deck and shuffle. Alright, and then we'll go over to the other side. Okay, and then we will discard Twilight and bring our hand back up to 8. Mouth of Sauron. Fantastic. Mouth of Sauron. He can bring a hazard back from the discard into the hand. Oh, what an awesome card. Best card in the game. Yeah, so we can bring rank upon rank back in. That's awesome. Okay, but now we're over here on Elrond's side, and everyone untaps. I need to remember that Fellowship Prowess modifier, and of course the Corruption modifier. But we are just ready to go. Everyone is in tip-top shape, and we should just go somewhere where we can get a greater item. Zarok Doom is in Angmar, and that's a place where we could play a major item. Mount Graham is in Angmar. We could play a major item there as well. Carndum is also, but it's a greater item site, so I don't think we shouldn't go there needlessly. So the question is, do we want to face the 1 strike with a prowess of 11 dragon attack, or the 3 strikes with a prowess of 6 orc attack? Alright, I think we will go to Zarok Doom, because it has a dragon automatic attack, and I'm noticing that my opponent is already played some dragons or drakes on us, so there may be some cards in his play deck that buff dragon attacks, and if that's the case, then the longer we wait, the more likely he is to get those cards, accumulate those cards in his hand, and so may as well go now. I'm realizing now that actually I could have played Ren as, because we were traveling in Gundabad, which is a dark domain, I could have played Ren as a hazard, but I think that would have been ill-advised, honestly. Elrond with Vilya and Fellowship, had he tapped, he would have had a prowess of 12, so he would have likely beaten Ren, and of course Ren has body 10, so it's unlikely that that we would have given them the 5 marshalling points for killing the Ring Wraith, but I still, it would have just, yes, okay, tapped Elrond, and then that's all it would have accomplished. So I didn't mention it, and I honestly forgot that he could be played at a dark domain, just anyone. There's a list of places specifically that he can be played at on his card, but he can just be played at dark domains anywhere. So he could have been played at Gundabad, but I think I prefer him as a hazard permanent event. So anyway, I realized that I missed that, but honestly, I don't think I would have played him as a hazard anyway. So from Gundabad to Zarkdoom, we go, and we are traveling through a dark domain, Shadowlands, and we're headed to a ruins and lair from a shadow hold. Okay, and we can draw up to 2, and our opponent can draw up to 3. We can't play Fellowship because this can only be played at a haven, but it can be stacked, so that's great once we get back to a haven. But yes, let's draw 1 and see what it is. Rescue prisoners, okay. Yes. So this is what we're talking about. And then, do I want to draw anything else? I don't think so. Okay. Now let's see what our opponent has in store. Okay, so we can draw 1. Light Drake. 2 strikes of 8. 2. Yeah, okay. Winged Cold Drake. Man. Okay, that's better. But I can't play that. They're not in the wilderness. So I can't play that. You'd think, of all places, that this card could be played in Angmar. But alas, no. Needs 3 wilderness in the side path. And same for the Cave Drake. I can't play either one of these. Now, do I keep drawing or what? I don't know. Alright, actually, wait. The Cave Drake can be played because they're headed to Zarkdoom, which is a ruin and lair. Cave Drakes can be played a ruin and lair. Okay, so I have 3 cards that I have 3 hazards, well 4, including the Light Drake, that I could play on them. I think the move is to, so these 2 attacker can choose defending character. These 2 they cannot. They have a hazard limit of 4. Alright, so now's the time to make it happen. I think the move is to use the 2 Cave Drakes first to soften them up. I can choose attacker chooses defending characters, so I can at least force them to not be able to do whatever it is they're trying to get done at Zarkdoom this turn. So at least, if not kill some elves. So Cave Drake, 2 strikes, prowess of 10, attacker chooses defending characters. And I think that we will choose Orphan and Elrond. Alright, so let's go to the other side, see what these guys do. Okay, so everyone has a +1 prowess modifier over here. So Orphan, if he taps, has a prowess of 3 to beat 10. Elrond has a prowess of 8 to beat 10. So, and I have Risky Blow. Now, they've drawn a lot. So I could probably expect bad things to come. Yeah. I don't know. Do I want to apply Risky Blow to Orphan to bring his prowess up to 5 and attempt to kill this Cave Drake? Do I want to apply Risky Blow to Elrond and so that he doesn't need to tap? Oh boy. Decisions. Wait, so yeah, with the +1 prowess modifier, it would actually bring Orphan to 6. 6 to beat a 10. It's a marshalling point. Let's go for it. Okay, so Orphan and Elrond both tap. And I'm going to play Risky Blow for Orphan's attack. So Elrond has a prowess of 8 to beat a 10. He rolls a 6, so he beats it. Orphan has a prowess of 3 with Fellowship, 2 plus 1 with Fellowship, plus 3 with Risky Blow, so 6 to beat a 10. And he rolls a 9. Alright, nice. Our second marshalling point from kills. Very nice. Okay. Now let's head back to the other side. All right, so yeah, risky blows discarded. So now we've got our second cave drake. Who do we target? Oh boy, I don't want them to be able to do anything once they get there, and so, but I also don't want to hand them another point. So let's target Orphan and Elodin. Elodin, yeah, so if he doesn't tap, he has prowess 5 to beat a 10, so he probably would tap. Okay, so Orphan and Elodin. Okay, now we've got this cram. We could untap someone, but even if we are untapped, it doesn't matter. The card specifies that attacker chooses defending characters, so yeah, let's keep this in our back pocket for now. And Elodin will tap. Man, if Orphan dies, we lose our fellowship. That would be a bummer. But yes, Elodin taps, giving him... Right? Yeah, I think so. Elodin taps, giving him 8 prowess to beat a 10. And then Orphan is already tapped, so, wait, no. Actually, Elodin, no, Elodin has, Elodin has 9 prowess because of the fellowship. Do I tap him or no? I'm not going to tap Elodin. Take a chance. Might regret it. Might regret this, but okay. So Elodin chooses not to tap, which brings his prowess to 6. 6 to beat a 10, and Orphan, his prowess is 2 to beat a 10. Oh, man. Okay, Elodin first. 6 to beat a 10. He rolls a 7. Alright, so he beats it. Yes, 7 plus 6 is 13. Okay, now Orphan. 2 to beat a 10. And he rolls an 8. Alright, so 2 to beat a 10, so the strike is ineffectual. We don't get the point, but we don't lose Orphan. So that's what matters. Okay, to our wonderful fellowship. Alright, so that's the second hazard. Let's move back to the other side. Okay, we have 2 more hazards we could play. Do we drop that cave worm on them? Yeah, I think now is the time for the cave worm. Alright, so cave worm, 1 strike of 16. Okay, what do we do now? What do we do? I'm tempted to tap with Elodin. We've still got the cram. Yes, I'm tempted to tap with Elodin. So let's do it. Elodin taps to face the strike, and he has prowess 9 to beat 16. Let's see what happens. 9 to beat a 16. And he rolls a 7, which is 16, right? Yes. Okay, so the strike is ineffectual. Okay, back to the other side. And we have this light drake. So if Guldur were to not tap to face the strike, he would be brought down to prowess 3 because of fellowship. Back down to prowess 3 against a drake. 3 to beat an 8. And then we could choose where the other strike went, so I guess we could go for Orphan just for safety's sake. Let's do it. Alright, so the 4th and final hazard is a light drake. Man, these guys are just seeing dragon after dragon. They ran into a nest of dragons. A nest of drakes. Alright, and yes, I believe... Well, now that's the question. Okay, so if Guldur were to not tap, I really want to do rescue prisoners here, playable at an already tapped. I mean, the other thing we could do is just pull the sword, tap the site to pull the sword, and attempt to rescue prisoners next time. 3 to beat an 8. 3 to beat an 8. And I mean, then there's Orphan. He's got 2 to beat an 8. 3 to beat an 8 and 2 to beat an 8. Is that too risky? Let's go for it. Okay, Guldur. 3 is not going to tap, so he has 3 prowess to beat an 8. And he rolls a 3. Oh man. Oh no. Gildor's wounded. And then Orphan. 2 to beat an 8. He rolls a 9. Okay, so he beats his. But Guldur must make a body check. And he rolls an 8. Oh no! Oh my lord. Guldur has been eliminated. And that does away with our fellowship. Oh man. That is sad. That is very sad. Now, Gildor's Elfstone can go to anyone. Man, that is a real bummer. I don't want to give it to Elrond, though, because if we get another Vilya, then... yeah, I'm just going to hand it to Orphan for now. What a bummer. Dang it. I should have tapped. Trying to be in a rush, and I should have tapped. Ah, poor Guldur. Alright, well, that's the way it goes sometimes. So we discard Mount Gundabad, and we're at 8. I need to bring the other side up to 8. And, yeah, man. Ah, poor Guldur. Okay, other side. We bring their hand back to 8. From the Pits of Angmar. So this is a long event that lets us pull a card from a drake or a dragon from the discard and shuffle it into the play deck. So that's fun. We are back up to 8, and now let's go back to the other side. We will face the dragon attack. Yes, I guess so. Elrond will face the dragon attack. Do I have to untap? No, we're enter the site, yes. We don't have to untap to enter the site. So, yes. But if I don't untap, then the opponent gets to choose who faces the strike. So if we enter there, we might lose Orphan. Oh man. Oh gosh. This is not going well. So we won't enter the site. Okay. So, see, rescue prisoners, you need to have someone untapped at the end of your action. I mean, you can stick around in the site and attempt to do it the next turn, but you have to have someone untapped to pull this off during the site phase. So, yes, I mean, I could untap Elrond or Elrond with the cram. I could face the strike and then untap someone to pull the sword. But, oh, what the heck. Alright, we're going to face this. We're going to enter the site. So Orphan faces an automatic attack with 1 strike with a prowess of 11. He has 1 prowess. And he rolls a 6, so he's wounded. Kind of saw that coming. And then body check. 7. Okay, so he survives. All right. And then Elrond is going to play... Elrond is going to play Cram to untap Elrond, who immediately taps the site to play the Sword of Gondolin. Okay. Very nice. And then, end of turn phase. They're at the Woodman town. Mouth of Sauron. Rescue. We need these. Tidings of bold spies. Yeah, nothing here. I don't really need to want to discard anything here. So, although we don't have anything to do, well, we've got the rescue prisoners to do. Let's wait on their movement to draw cards. Marvel's Told. Okay, so we could get rid of Ran with Marvel's Told. Okay, to the other side. I'm suspecting they won't be going through triple wilderness anytime soon, so I'm going to discard this card, and we bring our own Mouth of Sauron in. All right, great, and so that ends that round.